Hello, everyone. I am Mom.
And I'm Angel.
Welcome to It Stays in the House. And tonight we're going to go into a subject that affects all of us. And it's something that we're asking that you will be open-minded about as we talk about it. And most of all, if it's something that is really important to you, remember to come in on the comments and ask questions. We'll bring it back up again, but you can ask us questions and we will make sure to comment and answer you. So tonight, today, and whatever timeline you're listening upon, we are going to talk about soul ties. Yep.
Dang, why you look at me like that?
Because
am I in bondage or something?
No. But people do not understand soul ties can be good, but they can also be dangerous.
Absolutely.
And soul ties are things that we do not think about because we take it for granted whatever we're feeling or thinking is normal, but not always so. So we're not going to try to get too deep. But what we are going to do is touch as much as we can to open up the conversation, if nothing else.
Okay.
And get people to think about it. Because, well,
I was just going to say maybe we should say what a soul tie is.
Okay.
Because some people may not know what a soul tie is. So a soul tie is a deep and often intense bond between two individuals that extend beyond a typical relationship.
Yes. And even, may I make it a little more simpler? Mm-hmm. It is exactly what the title says.
A soul tie.
It is a soul tie.
Yeah.
Your soul is where all of your emotions are.
Mm-hmm.
Your soul is not your spirit, but it is where your feelings,
Your heart,
your love, your hate, your anger, your happiness, whatever emotion you are feeling, that is from your soul, not your spirit, two separate entities. And think about it. When you tie something, you are binding it up. You are making a connection. And that's what a soul tie is. You are binding and tying your emotions, your feelings to someone or someone's.
Yeah.
So that makes it even more plain. Okay?
Well, I'm going to just say something that I realized that I never thought about is that soul ties include friendships. So when I think of a soul tie, or when I thought of a soul tie, I would always think of it as in a relationship, like, romantic, more so relationship. I never realized, and it makes so much sense, that soul ties are actually in any type of relationship.
Yes.
But to me, friendship stood out to me. Because family, I don't look at family as a soul tie. I mean, we're tied because we're family. So I don't look at that as a soul tie, but it can be one. I get it now.
Yes.
But I really would never look at a friendship as a soul tie.
But they are.
They are.
Because think about it. You are bonding with your friends. You're sharing. And it's on a different level, but you're still giving yourself and your emotions to a relationship.
Right.
Even though it's a platonic one, it still is binding and you're pouring out yourself. The problem with most soul ties is that people don't understand the most common, and I'm going to go there. Yeah, Mama's getting ready to go somewhere.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I know, but you'll be all right. The most common and easiest way for a soul tie to exist that people never think about is through intimacy.
That one. Okay.
Yeah. And
I love the pivot. That was good.
Hey, I'm not no little young cookie. I'm some old dough, baby. I know. So Mama know how to maneuver.
Gotcha.
But anyway, what people don't understand is that through intimacy, stop laughing.
That was good. Okay.
You know I have issues.
I haven't heard that before.
But through intimacy, that is one of the most common ways that soul ties are existing. Yes, they happen in friendship through platonic relationships because you tell your intimate secrets and your darkest secrets to your friends. But transferring the demons are more less likely to happen because you can walk away from that sometimes unscathed. But through physical intimacy, it's harder to get rid of a soul tie.
What do you do to get rid of a soul tie?
We'll get to that, but let's first keep talking about what it is and how it affects you.
Okay.
Because when you are intimate with a person, that is the only time you are actually binding your body to another person. You are literally tying yourself to them. Think about it. The actual act is binding, tying. And then you're sharing emotions. And when you're doing that, that is the way people don't understand. They are actually transferring spirits. And they are being with the person thinking it's a, what you young people call, what they call it today? Oh God, you told me about all them ships.
Situationship, relationship.
Yeah, and they do these little comment hookups. That's it.
Casual intimacy.
Casual intimacy. And they are being with people thinking nothing about it.
But remember when you used to say you lay down with him, you wake up with them?
Yeah, and that's what happens because
Transferring spirits.
you transfer in spirits. And what I call it is, the people talking about, well, I'm just worried about STDs. Well, you better be worried about some STs, because STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, that you can get healed from most times. But STs, those are soul ties.
Oh.
They're harder to get rid of.
Oh.
Yeah,
like, where is she going with it?
You get it?
Yes.
So when you're dealing with those soul ties, you're transferring spirits. Have you ever heard of someone saying, after being with somebody, you don't know why, but you just start feeling different? Sometimes you find yourself angry, depressed, sad, going through emotional changes that you never felt before, and you don't know what's wrong with you. That's a soul tie. Somebody has transferred a spirit upon you because you don't know what that person had, what that person is going through. And because you don't know what they're dealing with, you find yourself feeling those same emotions that they're troubled with. That person you just had a casual relationship with may be going through depression. They can have some type of emotional or mental disorder. You don't know them. And now all of a sudden you're feeling it because they transferred that spirit upon you. And now you have a soul tie with that person, and you thought it was just a one-night stand. I know you looking at me. Go ahead.
When it comes to like friendships, explain the difference.
Well, with a friendship, you can walk away from that person. And when I say you can walk away from that person, you can walk away from them. You can sever your friendship with them. You can pray. And you can literally just break all bonds you have with them and not talk to them and keep it moving. But when you actually exchange your body with a person in intimacy, it becomes harder because you open a portal within your body to them that allows their spirits to freely roam within you. And people don't understand. They may say, and I'm going to show you how you can know this. What do people say? That's my type, or I have a type. I like a certain type of person, but that person may not always be good for you or to you. And you think that's your type. That's not your type. That's a soul tie because you keep picking the same person in a different body. That's a familiar spirit. And soul ties, when they are dangerous, that is no different than witchcraft because you're dealing with the familiar spirit and thinking it's a type. That's not your type. That
Okay.
is a soul tie, a spirit. And you received it from one person. Now you picking that same spirit over and over.
Or is the spirit picking you?
The spirit is picking you, yes,
But you're
because the
allowing
portal
yourself to
is
be.
open and you don't know it. So you're available to them. And that is why you have to know, is that you or is that something you've gotten yourself entangled with?
Entanglement.
An entanglement. Because a soul tie is a familiar spirit. So with a friend, it's not as bad because it's mainly
Sometimes it
communication
is.
and conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then when you get ready, you can walk away. But you're not going to sit up and dream about that friend.
I have sometimes when I have friendship breakups. I mean, not like dream about them in an intimate, weird way.
There you go.
But I've had dreams about like you be missing your friend, like you would miss your partner.
There's an acid test that you can give yourself to know if you are actually dealing with a soul tie. And one of the best ways to test yourself is that if you break up from a relationship with someone and it was not good, or it could have been okay for you, but it may not have been okay for them. And you're done with that person, you're ready to move on, but you find yourself measuring for a woman. Every man has to fit a certain criteria of the one you don't want no more. But you find yourself measuring that man up to who you left. Well, he used to be like this. This person doesn't do it. You find yourself nitpicking a relationship because you're trying to compare them to one another. That's an acid test. You're dealing with a soul tie. Years after you're done with them, you don't want to have anything else to do with them. All of a sudden, you can feel them pulling on you. You can feel them even sometimes calling you. That's a soul tie. And something crazy, because I know this has happened. If you were to call that person that you haven't spoken to in years and say, were you thinking about me? And if they're honest and say yes, that is a soul tie. That has happened.
You say that all the time when I go through moments like, why is this person on my mind?
And what did I say?
They pulling on you.
Yes, because that's what soul ties do. That portal needs to be closed. Those emotions need to be severed and put in their place called gone.
I think once I realized that I have a soul tie with someone, and it's unhealthy, because that all soul ties are not bad.
No, some are very good.
Right. So when I realized my process to like untie it, I guess, I will I just pray and like completely disconnect. Like, you know me, I will change my number. I will change my number.
Yes, you do.
I will get the on.
Yeah.
Like, and there will be like, once I have that moment where I realize this is a soul tie, this is something that's completely unhealthy for me. Like, it's draining my spirit, because that's what they do. It'll drain your, well, the ones that are unhealthy, it'll drain your spirit.
Yes.
Like, all those things. It's just like silence. Like, I will change my number. I will ghost you.
And that is something.
I can admit that I'm a ghoster. I know people say that ghosting is unhealthy, but I am an avid ghoster.
Yes,
and
you
I
are.
believe in ghosting. Peace out. You had your chance. You're not about to ruin me or my soul. No.
But you know what? That's what keeps you from being bound to people, because
It's
you
not
know
easy,
how to
though.
sever.
But it's not easy.
But you can do it.
But I do it. I will do it. It might take me a long time, and I might go through the motions with the person, whether it's a friendship or an intimate relationship. I might go through the motions. I might, hang on a little longer than I should have hung on.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm bad at letting go, but once I let go.
But that's because you're a nurturer and you're determined to nurture that relationship until it doesn't want to be taken care of anymore.
I had someone ask me before, like, and this is like a funny statement, but it's like, are you good at holding on or bad at letting go? I think I'm bad at letting go.
Oh, you bad at letting go, but once you realize it is no benefit,
I'm gone.
You not only are gone, but Angel, you have a pattern of no longer existing in their orbit.
Oh, nope.
And
I'm not in your world
and
anymore.
I love it.
I'm gone.
Love it.
I want to talk to you, your friends, your sister, your brother, your kids.
I hate to say it, your mother.
If I realize that you are not good
even
for
grandmama gone off.
Granny gotta go too.
Yep.
If I realize that you're not good for me, and it's not just that I have to be the only one benefited in the relationship, friendship, whatever it is, but if I realize this is just, I love myself enough to be like, deuces.
And that's
peacefully.
important.
Most of the times I leave peacefully.
That is important.
And everybody always tries to come back.
Everyone does
always
come
get
back.
a text message.
What do I tell you?
They always come back. You always say that.
Yeah, I say they're coming back.
And even when I'm like, no, they're not. They hate me. We're never going to talk again. You be like, girl, they'll be back. I don't care if it's, the last time you said that it was 5 years later.
That circle came back around.
Every time.
That is because they are attached to you.
Why?
Because you want to know why?
We weren't even trying to go there, but now that you said that, that's something that I've always wondered, because some people can't say that. And I see, like, on social media and everything, they say, like, when people come back to you, like, it's a negative thing.
No, in your case, there's a twofold reason for that.
Give me first fold.
The first fold reason for you is that people realize the goodness in you. And when they cannot find it anywhere else, that particular person, they want to come back and receive what they gave away, or they walked away from, or they did not measure up to. But the second reason why they keep coming back, some of them, is because they're incubus. There are succubus and there are incubus. And many of the men that keep trying to come back to you, especially when you are in an accelerated state with your career and whatever you are doing, they come back because they are incubus. Incubus is a spirit that will go out of its way to attach itself to powerful women of God. And an incubus, they want to basically suck your spirit dry. They want to attach themselves to you so that they can not only use your spirit and gain power from you and get validation from you, but they also want to be with you, especially intimately, so that they can control you and destroy you. Because an incubus spirit goes after women. A succubus spirit goes after men. And they only go after those especially who they know have great power, great purpose, and they will be used greatly by God. And because they know of your anointing, they want to stop you before you get to your power, before you get to the pinnacle of purpose. And that is what an incubus do with powerful women of God.
Do you think that that's just in intimate relationships, or can that be within friendships as well?
Well, it's a difference, because incubus and succubus are only with intimacy. Succubus is strictly women that go after powerful men of God. Incubus is a spirit that only goes after powerful women of God.
Right.
So that is different than that platonic friendship. Those
but
are
it seems
demons.
Similar.
Yes, that's why they are called familiar spirits. Because in friendship, You will find a jealous spirit will attach itself to you in order to block you. That's what friendships do. You find yourself dealing with jealousy, vindictiveness, but they hide it and pretend to be your bestie, as you all call it.
Hey, sis.
Yeah, hey sis, when really sis is the one that's setting you up to fall. And that is that's the way those demons operate. They do not operate in the intimate way because again, the succubus and the incubus, they strictly want the intimate part because
But
that's
the
their
purpose
purpose.
is the same, though. To
That's
destroy purpose.
To destroy your purpose, and that is why they are called familiar spirits.
Got it.
Because they are both from the demonic realm and they both know who you are. They both know your purpose. And trust me, when a spirit attaches itself to you the way some people have done in the past that were friends, even male friends, you have not been intimate with your male friends, but your male friends have been like the females and have been jealous of you.
They be weird.
And that is that familiar spirit. The worst thing about friendship and soul ties is you don't see it.
You do not. Now that's
You
the thing.
do not see it.
So the thing, okay, I'm so happy you said that like that because I've had friendships and they're like, well, how is it easier for you to forgive like a man over a woman? It's like you're male, like somebody that you're in a relationship with versus like a friend. And it's like, for one, it's not easy to forgive anybody. That's A. B, you don't see it coming within, for me, I don't see it coming within my platonic friendships, whether they are male or female, because I trust my friends different than I trust a man that I'm dating. Like I'm not going to say I expect a man I'm dating
what I was talking
to mess
about.
up because you shouldn't mess up if you come across me. I mean, you probably would be dumb if you mess up, but they do. And yeah, I mean, you already on a fine line. I'm already thinking I'm waiting for you to tip this way so I can like, you know what I mean?
Cut you out.
Right. But for friendships, I feel like I go in blindly, more blindly than I do.
Because you trust.
Ugh. Yeah, I do.
You trust.
I gotta get better at not trusting.
Please.
Dang, man.
Please.
Dang. But I do though a little bit, like, because I do, but see, that's why I moved closer to family so that I could just trust who I'm with.
Oh my God.
And I don't have to worry about the backhanded conversations and the weird stuff.
The jealous spirit.
I don't want to say, I hate that word. You know, I hate that word.
But it is what it is.
I don't identify with that. Like, I don't identify with that word because I've never been a jealous person. So I don't understand I understand, but I can't grasp it. I do understand, but I can't fully grasp it because it's like, why you don't love yourself?
Because you do not identify it does not mean it is not valid.
No. But I'm just saying, like, I just don't really like the word.
You do not like to use it because you do not want to believe that someone can feel that way. But
especially about me, because it's like...
Yeah, because that is not your thought process. No. And that's why I say you are a nurturer. And because you nurture friendships, it is hard for you to see those spirits are there.
They are. And
that's why, what do? I sit back and I'll say, okay, this one, that one, and I'll call it out from day one. Then I'll sit back and I'll wait until you call me and I'll say, okay, I just listen.
Mm-hmm. It could be 10 years later. It's like, girl, you don't even hit me with I told you so. It's just
I never do.
You don't.
No.
You'll just be like, remember that conversation we had? And you didn't. All right.
Okay, now what did you learn from that lesson?
What did you learn from the lesson?
Because, again, we have to be honest. Soul ties, even in family, soul ties in friendships, those are the most misleading ones because you give them too much leeway.
And that's the thing. So I think that's the thing with friendships versus relationships with me and what I'm willing to deal with or how much I can give and take. It's a lot easier maybe for me to reason in a more of an intimate relationship when it
Okay.
versus a friendship, because you trust more. You tell your friends more secrets than you tell your man usually. Like, they know you before you even know this person, so you feel like that bond could be stronger even though it's really not. Does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying.
I'm not wording it right, but
But I understand you. I understand. You want to believe your girls got your back no matter what.
right.
They are with you no matter what. And you never want to believe your girls or even your guy friends would ever take what you give and use it deceptively against you. And that's because you have a soul tie with them and is bound in trust. Your soul tie with them is bound in even believing that they're like family.
But all of our family treats friends like family.
Yes.
Like,
exactly.
I feel like your friends are a part of yours, that they're the family that you pick.
Yeah. And that's why when you have a soul tie with them and it become exposed that they're not, it's a one-sided relationship. Let's put it like that. It's hard to grasp it because you want to believe they are like you. They feel what you feel, and they do not. And that portal needs to be closed.
And
it needs to be bound up, cast out, rebuked. I'm just keeping it real. Some friendships need to be treated like what they are because they're not real friendships.
They're not.
And that goes back to when you were younger. You used to say, this is my friend.
It's my friend.
And I would say, girl, that is not your friend. You know that child, or that's an acquaintance, or that's an associate.
You used to tell me that all the time. You need to be using the word associate. And I still to this day be, this is my friend. And you be looking at me like, girl, 40 years later, you still talking about friend.
And because you will not know your friend until you have gone through the trenches with them.
Yep.
And you come out together.
But I don't even think it's really the trenches with them, because my friends that I've been friends, the life with them.
Yeah,
I would say it like that.
Those are the trenches.
Okay. I agree. Because my friends that I've been having, I mean, I can name names or not name names, but I've had friends, 6th grade, 3rd grade,
and
first grade.
How many hands do they fill up? You see, you're getting shorter.
I got more than 4 friends. I'm just not about to. I have to name them all, but but the ones that I've known my entire life, it's a good 6.
I rest my case. Those are friends. Everyone else is an acquaintance, an associate, someone who you have known in that season of life. But you only have a soul tie with a true friend. And very few of them you've had to break. But many acquaintances that you thought were friends, you had to break that soul tie.
Yeah, I did.
That's the only point I'm making. Even your male friends, you had to break those soul ties because you were friends, you kept saying, since high school, and they were not your friends. But you eventually figured that out, even though it was platonic. But you had to break that soul tie with them. And it was hard because you thought they were your true friends.
Yeah, I'd be low-key devastated,
yeah.
But it's life.
Yeah, but the main thing is that we need to understand that spirits are real. And
I think that within the past maybe 3 years, I think I've been realizing how real spirits are.
Oh boy.
I mean, I've always known, don't get me wrong, I've always known, but I think that it's been shown to me so vividly within the past 3 years of my life. It's almost scary at times. I've had dreams of things happening and I'd be like, why would I have that dream? That is so weird. And then it really happened. Almost immediately. When I tell you I was freaked out, the whole scenery, everything. That I saw in the dream literally happened 4 days later. And I was like, well, that was a warning. But remember,
Yeah.
you used to always say that about me when I was little, that I would have dreams and then things would happen. Remember, I had that dream that we owned a beauty. Well, you owned a beauty shop when I was little, and I had a dream that it got broken into.
Yeah.
And I told you that, and like a week later,
it got broken into.
And most of the things that I said were gone ended up being gone.
In the dream, they were gone, and in
real
reality,
life, they ended up being gone. That just so I haven't had a dream like that. I think I was in middle school, maybe high school when that happened.
You were in middle school.
So that was like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I haven't had a dream. Dang, that was like 30 years ago. That's crazy.
But it's important. I'm glad you said that.
That number?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to let you get to that. But the fact that I just had another dream that was that vivid, and it freaked me out because it made me remember 30 years ago what happened. I was like, that's the same thing my mama said I used to do. Like,
one of the things God wants you to always know is who you are. And your name is a validation because that is what He called you. That is who He named you. And you're going to always be someone that He will use as His messenger. And you're now coming into the fruition of who you are. That is why many of these soul ties are being broken, because when things are happening, they happen within a season of time, and numbers matter. And I'm not even going to get into the number sequence because that's getting into things that people may not understand, and I don't want to go there.
Thank you.
But I'll let that be for now. But to touch on soul tie before we wrap it up, the one thing that I really hope people understand is that when you are having a soul tie with someone, especially on an intimate level, think about what you're doing before you do it. That is why celibacy matters. I can't express that enough, because when you are with someone and you end up with, well, let's say, laying with him and getting up with them because now you're pregnant and you have a child, then you wonder why the child is acting like that.
Not even that you're pregnant and have a child, but when you wake up with them, it's the spirits that transferring. It could be even before the pregnancy.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But this is where all this is going to come into view now.
Okay.
You wake up with them. You picked up not only their spirits, but now you're carrying their seed. And then you're wondering why that child is acting a certain way when that child is born. Because you laid with an incubus and you received not only their spirits, but their seed. And you're talking about the child is crazy, the child acting like this, acting like your daddy, acting like your mama. Well, what did you lay with? Who did you pick? You lay with a succubus, you're going to get a baby that act like a succubus. You lay with an incubus, you're going to have a baby that act like an incubus. So that is why celibacy matters. Be still until the right one comes along and you all be in prayer and on one accord. Because you don't want those demons. You don't want that in your life. You don't want to sit up and wonder why you going through things that you never went through before because you were with somebody that transferred all them spirits on you. And so, yeah, get rid of the friends, but get rid of these mentalities that you have to be with someone. You don't have to.
You don't.
Nobody ever died for not being with somebody. You will be all right. You will live, and you'll live a lot longer. Are we good?
I'm good, girl.
Okay. Anything you want to ask me anymore?
I don't got no questions.
Well, for those who are a part of our household, our family, it stays in the house, we're asking you, if you are really learning, growing, or intrigued, or even just have some personal questions you want to ask for somebody else. You know, you're asking for a friend. Because you don't want to ask for yourself. It's okay. We don't care. Ask us. Let's talk about it. And if you even have a subject you want us to talk about or to delve into, give us some comments. Give us some feedback, because this is about us. And you are us. We are a family. We're a unit. So please let us know how you feel about what we are talking about. And then let us know if it's something you need clarity on, as well as you need help navigating, we're here for you. And trust me, whatever we talk about, it stays in the house. Angel?
I'm done. She.
I know. We love you. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.